Okay, applicants, thank you so much for joining tonight's session. We are about to begin. If you could just continually make sure that you stay on mute, it will help us be most efficient tonight. But we are so excited that you're joining our Southeast and Southwest session that we put together in this PEDS Match webinar series. My name is Nick Heitkamp. I am a fourth year at the Indiana University School of Medicine, and we're super happy you're here with us tonight.
And my name is Makela Neal-Kenton, and I'm also a fourth year at WMed in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And like Nick said, we're so excited to have you all here with us today. So
Wonderful.
I'd like to,
go ahead.
I'd just like to introduce our APPD webinar dad / BFF, Dr. John Frona, to say a couple of words.
Thanks. Really happy that everybody's able to join us tonight. It's always interesting to see how many people are eager to learn more about pediatric residencies, and I just want to thank a tremendous number of programs that were able to put things together to present to you guys tonight. It's a great time to really learn about a number of pediatric programs, and I also want to thank Nick and Makela for their continued really hard work, passionate work to help all of us through this interesting season.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Dr. Frona. And so if we have her on the call, I would love to introduce Dr. Becky Blankenberg.
Hi, good evening. It's so great to meet all of you. We're so excited that you're pursuing a field in pediatrics, and I just want to give a huge thanks to all the programs tonight, and a huge thanks to Makela and Nick, who have had a vision of really producing the most equitable process to let you all know about all the wonderful programs. I think I speak on behalf of all the program directors and APDs and coordinators and chiefs and residents to say you are joining the best field ever. We love pediatrics, and we are here to help support you throughout the season, and we hope you'll get lots of information tonight. So best wishes to all of you.
Thank you. Okay, so here's our brief schedule of events, and we have so much that I'm going to try to keep it brief as well. So we have this welcome. We're going to hear from some APPD regional leadership, and then the main show is our breakout room sessions, in which case you will be randomized as an applicant to one of our 8 breakout rooms. This is the most we have ever had. We have 42 programs represented tonight, in which case you'll hear from all of them within your breakout room, and then you will transition to a live Q&A session. We will round out this evening with a resident-only after hours.
All right, and here are our series goals, essentially bringing programs and applicants together during this crazy virtual season.
Wonderful. Okay, so there are a few ways in which we have asked you applicants to engage with us. The first being Twitter, and you don't have to have Twitter in order to engage. You go to twitter.com. In the search bar, you put our unique hashtag located in the bottom left corner, hashtag FPR webinar. And then you click the button that says latest, and you will be able to see, witness, and join any conversations happening on Twitter regarding this webinar tonight.
And on the Zoom side of things, it's pretty similar. You'll be using the Zoom chat feature to ask your questions. Our resident moderators will then collate those questions to have them answered during the live Q&A session.
This is briefly what it would look like if you were to join, get on Twitter and search our hashtag FPR webinar.
And with that, we'll start off with our APPD leadership from the Southeast. Here are our 4 wonderful representatives. And here's the first slide.
I did remember to unmute myself. Hey guys, I'm Whitney Browning. Thanks for joining us tonight to hear about our programs. I'm the current chair of the Southeast region, and want to say hi to all the Southeast region people out there. We haven't seen each other for a while, so it's fun to all be on here together. So you can see where we are. That is the Southeast region. There are 10 states and Puerto Rico that make up our region, and that includes 43 APPD program members. Next slide. So as you can imagine, with that area, we have an extremely diverse patient population, patients from different ethnicities, cultures, socioeconomic backgrounds, languages, really anything you can think of. We also, as you might imagine, have a wide variety of landscape and weather. So we stretch from the mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Smokies, to the beaches of the Carolinas and the Gulf Coast, the Mississippi Delta, the Ozarks, all the way to Puerto Rico. And we have a mild winters, so if weather is important to you, you should come enjoy all our 4 seasons. We have an affordable cost of living in the Southeast, which is nice and allows for flexibility for trainees to purchase homes, start and raise families, and minimize debt. And we have a very rich history and culture, and there are many opportunities to explore interest outside of medicine, whether that's getting in the outdoors and hiking and kayaking, exploring music in Nashville's Music Row, Memphis in May, or the Jazz Fest in New Orleans, or appreciating the arts and concerts, theaters, and many thought-provoking museums. Next slide. So again, diversity is the theme to our region. We have a variety of programs. You can find a small, large, more rural or urban, community-based, or large university-affiliated medical centers. We offer a broad training in general pediatrics that will prepare you for practice for any of the subspecialty fellowships, or to go out in your community and practice in general pediatrics. We support excellent clinical training with additional skills in quality improvement, research, community outreach, and advocacy. And we are positioned to continue to lead in wellness, advocacy, and in the fight for health equity for our patients and their families. Next slide. So again, our patients are diverse in backgrounds and in healthcare needs and diagnoses. We are dedicated to an underserved and diverse patient population and providing opportunities for local global experiences and advocacy. And programs have a very large catchment area and serve patients, like I mentioned before, from rural, urban, and international communities. So the residents that we are looking for and have value and support diversity, equity, and inclusion. They provide experiences we provide experiences that prepare them well for their chosen career path, whether that be primary care or subspecialties. The residents are passionate about caring for children and advancing child health. That's in the Southeast, but also nationally and globally. We love residents that are goal-oriented, have a growth mindset, have a teamwork mentality, and value mentorship. And we really try to support a culture of resident wellness and resilience.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Now we would like to welcome our wonderful leadership from the Southwest region as they speak on a few slides that they prepared.
Hi, everybody. I'm Elisa Costa from Southwest region, and really the Southwest region is Texas. I'm a little biased towards Texas. I was born and raised here, and yeah, I suppose everything's bigger in Texas, so we get our own region. Next slide. So things about Texas, we have a variety. Even though we're one state, we're quite massive, and so we have quite diverse geography. You can live on the coast or the beach. You can live in the Great Plains, and yes, we even have mountains here in Texas. The weather is really, you probably find anything you want. We actually have snow here, not so much where I live, but there are places with cool weather, and then everything in between with nice warm weather and warm winters as well. And we have 13 total programs that you will find in any of these places. And throughout the state, we have a really pretty good cost of living, even in the big cities, where residents can even afford to buy houses with yards and let their pets run free, or their children. So some fun facts about Texas. Since we were just one state, I was able to continue to brag on us. Texas actually comes from the Haisengni Indian word. Forgive me if I butchered that word, but it's a word tejas, meaning friend or allies. So we are just naturally friendly by nature. We have 3 of the top 10 most populous cities in the US, Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. And Austin's considered the live music capital of the world. El Paso is closer to Needles, California than it is to Dallas. And Amarillo has the world's largest helium well. In case you're ever in a shortage of helium, now you know where to go. Next slide, please.
So really this state offers a variety of programs, and we have 13 programs that really include small, medium, and large programs. And so as an applicant, if you are coming to Texas, you have the opportunity to find that program that's going to be the best size for you, and that will be that best fit for you. In the community or across the state, we have rural opportunities, and so that you get to do some focusing on primary care. And then you have the urban quaternary care centers. And so again, a big diversity in the types of programs that we have. One of the things in Texas that we're really proud of is our TEACH collaborative, and that is the Texas Educators in Advocacy and Community Health. And this is a collaborative that consists of every program within the state. And they have we have monthly calls, and it's a tremendous opportunity for residents and students to be involved with us as faculty members. Our collaborative over the last year had residents who participated who even collaborated. So a resident from Texas Tech collaborated with a resident from UT Southwestern and one from UT Houston to write a letter to the editor that was published in the Dallas Morning News regarding masks and thanking our governor for the work that he had done on that. This organization has led to 6 poster presentations as collaboration across the group, 2 platforms, and 5 workshops over the last year. So it's a really fun group that collaborates together, and like I said, it represents every program in the state. And then Texas Pediatric Society, which is the Texas chapter of the AAP. Another fun fact is the Texas chapter of the AAP will actually celebrate our 100th year anniversary next year. We are actually older than the American Academy of Pediatrics. And so there are lots of opportunities that residents have to be involved in the Texas Pediatric Society. We love for residents to be involved with our committees, and we really welcome them on those committees and want them to participate and to participate in advocacy. And in fact, we think it's so important that we even have a resident representative on our board of directors for the Texas Pediatric Society, as well as an alternate representative who comes to all meetings and participates with us.
So that was plentiful information, which is really kind of the highlight of our region, and that was well explained by Tammy. As far as our patients go, and we have, again, variety of patient populations, even within each program, there's unique aspects of each program that offers a unique patient population. Many programs offer immigrant health, refugee health, and even global health. Next slide. And several of our residents, really, we attract residents from all over the country. Several are local to Texas and will stay here, but then we also attract applicants for various reasons. We have some military bases here. Austin area is kind of considered the Silicon Valley of the South. Of course, oil and gas is a big industry here in Texas. So we'll attract them not only for our programs, but also if they have significant others that have jobs outside of medicine. We get applicants that are single, married, and also parents. And then post-residency, our applicants, our residents are really prepared for any career choice that they have, whether it's subspecialty care, primary care, global health, working for the CDC. There's really a vast amount. And it's not just coming out of the bigger programs or the smaller programs. I think really any of the programs here in Texas prepare them for that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that introduction. It is now time we transition to our breakout rooms. A few things to note. One is that we ask for your patience. It might take us 1 to 2 minutes to get now 408 of you into the correct spot. So if you could give Dr. Frona just a handful of seconds as we begin. We will send a broadcast message to every breakout room when people are in the right spots and ready to begin. For our residents, if you are a recorder, if we could ask that you please get ready to record the breakout session so we can disseminate it to all of our applicants afterward. As far as the chat box, if you could go ahead and begin submitting your questions, applicants, to the chat box in your breakout room as soon as the presentations start beginning. We're asking that the residents do not respond to your question in the chat box and save it for the end of the Q&A session. With that, I think we are going to begin our process of getting everybody to the right spot. And when you receive that message, we're ready to begin. Thanks for your patience, everyone.
And for all residents and moderators, just know that you always have my phone number and Nick's phone number if anything goes wrong or if there's any difficulties within the breakout room. So feel free to reach out to us at any time and we'll get that, whatever it is fixed.